Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Now, before we begin, wow, I just realized something. Everything is not going according to, I won't say according to plan, but my machine is stalling everything. No, not cool. I'm trying to load up my game, and apparently I could not log into Brawlers because okay, I won't say Brawlers first. I would say Epic Games. Yes, because Epic Games has been not so cool on their launcher lately. It's just annoying, and yeah, I just don't like it for now. All right. So let's see. Gonna log out, log in back, and today, all right. So officially, we have uh, finalize the feature as of last stream for my game, for my single play game, which is fantastic. So now we're gonna go through a little bit on the what you call this? Um, the visual, like what and how can I improve? Because this is the fun bit as well, whereby I do not know how to showcase modeling. Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't know how to do it. Um, because modeling can be what animation, luckily, because it is animated in Unreal, not Unreal, Unity. So that's something that I can do. And of course, I've been watching a lot of Unreal stuff. And oh boy, they have some cool tech that I would like to use it. Yeah, I would definitely love to use that for sure. So hang in there. Let me log into this. Let me get my brawlers up. And all right, so since that is loaded first, might as well just get into this. Okay, at least this is low. Yeah, all right, cool. So this is working. Let's go to this. And at the same time, I also need to say that it is going to be a very strong, I won't say struggling month, but this month onwards, like after this week, it's going to be I won't say struggling. It will be a hassle to get all of this done off stream. So the only time I have left is stream, and that's that. All right, cool. So brawlers, no issue. It is Epic Games. All right, Epic Games fault. So I'm just gonna let it be, let it run, and let's see if we can talk about this. So now we need to do a few, you know what, let me load up MS Paint because we need to get our stuff up and running. We need to make sure we get a lot of, how do I put it this way? No, we need to get our visual locked down because by the summer, which is end of the month, this game should be ready for you guys to play. All right, that's that. That's my target and my deadline. So before we do anything, I make sure everything is loading, make sure everything is good, everything is great, and of course, for the past few days, like Unreal. All right, so let's start off with the topic at hand, and that is quality. Okay, I want to talk about quality because not not just because this week we have Unreal showcase and whatnot, and then PlayStation State of Play, lots of game trailers are like wow, everything is like wow, so many wow factors over there. But more importantly, Web3 quality. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Web3 quality per se. But then again, it's one of those things where is it really quality? All right, this one really requires a little bit of I would say a staging like what I did last week. It requires a little bit of history for those who do not know, and I want to put a baseline. I really want to put a baseline, and the baseline goes like this: is a lot of Web3 games out there, I wouldn't say fail to deliver, but there are a few projects out there. It really fails my expectation. But then again, because it is my expectation, so I only have me to blame. Uh, that's that. Okay, so before we go to quality, let's talk about not say Web3 games. Let's talk about early days of gaming. When we switch to the web base. Okay, so first thing first, I need to put a very big disclaimer. When it comes to quality, you only can get so much in the web, in web base. Yeah, and my go-to what do you call this? My go-to standard that I'm gonna measure is old school flash games, right? Flash games are is those games that you can play on the web without installing anything other than Adobe Flash. So I'm going to use that as a prime example. And with that, let's begin. So flash games are there are some very good quality flash game. I have to admit, it is nice to see. But for Web3 games, if say if a lot of Web3 games kind of failed the standard, it went yeah, it kind of failed the standard, in my opinion. It went from no, the initial concept of the game, it was, oh wow, you know what, I'm gonna restructure this topic. We're gonna talk about how bad. Yes, we're gonna talk about how bad. In fact, because we don't really have a lot of what do you call this? I want to say something. We don't really have a development. No. Okay, so we're not gonna do a lot of development, not live development for my game. For the halftime show. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig up some old not say Web3 games. We're gonna dig up some Web3 games that I used to play. We're gonna take some screenshots. We're gonna put it officially because those are the games that I would try to attempt to copy. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. And we're gonna compare like the visuals and everything. And of course, I will grab a few, I wouldn't say great Flash games, but we're gonna get some basic Flash games as a benchmark, all right? As a benchmark, because I can easily say most Flash games are technically there already. And if I compare to Web3 games, a lot of Web3 games really drop the ball. It is painful. They really drop the ball. So we're gonna compare to that, and of course we're gonna use another example. I think we can copy this game, Axie Infinity. Yep. So we're gonna copy that a little bit. In fact, we actually kind of there-ish. We can simulate, right, a little bit of that. But we want to go through the Web3 games that actually fail. Okay. Keyword fail. All right. I would. Let's see. So we have that. My game. So we definitely want to talk about the visual of my games a little bit. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Because so Brawlers is lucky. I still have to acknowledge Brawlers is lucky that they move ahead from all these shenanigans. So at least they have this. So fair enough. Spin Tycoon, that they are another game of theirs. Also, I think that is because they have planned a little bit better. So it is definitely much more of a game rather than just a what do you call this? How do I put it this way? It is more of a game rather than just a clicker. Okay. Wait. Oh no. It is still better. It's still better. Hey Dalu, welcome to the stream. Yeah, no. I'll give that. However, their Music Mogul, I was disappointed. After looking at how Brawlers and Spin Tycoon, I think Music Mogul is their worst. Okay, no, it's their worst anyway. Yeah. The question is, Music Mogul, I think they went through a few iterations, I would say, but It is. It is oof. Okay, it is an oof. I will have to admit it is oof. Oh no, I forgot to throw this away. I forgot to throw this away, but we are fighting against Daily Buddha, so lots and lots of aids Daily Buddha would get. Yeah. I have 8-8 now. You know what? I'll play 8-8. I'll play 8-8. I'll play 8-8 now, and then we can fold the next round if we want to. Yeah, I was trying to play like 5-8, but 8-8 is a correct play. Next round we can fold. If we get any high numbers, that would be nice, like 6-7. And then I am actually curious though. I just realized because how not say who else. I really am curious about the player count for brawlers. I am very curious about it. Oh no. Alright, so we're gonna fold. Yeah. I am curious. 5-1. Yep, that's right. That's right. Do the last attack. Actually could, but I can still try to get a guarantee. Previous one wasn't. Okay, GG. 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 Ran out of steam for Daily Buddha. Okay, so where was I? Music Mogul is Music Mogul is the I want to say okay. Out of their three is their last. Their last. Unfortunately, Music Mogul suffers in terms of quality and visual appearance. You know what? True Ditto, visual quality and appearance. Quality and appearance. The game is the problem. Okay, the problem is the game though. The problem is the game, which I need to talk about. In which we have to establish first. Because a lot of Web3 games are just really just a clicker, and then looking a lot of games since we are making a game anyway. So, oof. Yeah, no, I have nothing. Wow, I just realized half of the list that I have is actually all clickers, so I have to throw that away. Wow, no. All right, so the only few games that we will take a look. One of the games that I want to say copy, but I want to copy is Realms, because Realms they lost steam at the end and it just went kaput. They closed. So Realm is one of those games that I want to attempt. We kind of able to copy what do you call this, Cosmic Clash, Faded Monster. Is that how you pronounce? Is that the correct spelling? Let me go search. Faded Monster. All right. Sensei Boros game. Cool. Always. Monsuta. All right. Game. All right. Let me search it up. Okay. One second. Trading card concept. Okay. Gotcha. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let me get this. Oof. Yeah, I can always check it out. That's not a big deal. It's all right. It's all right. Let me get this window nice and let me get this window first. Okay. While waiting for another game, so I think this is the correct one. Okay, step into the chillers realm, collect digital trading cards, stake. All right, cool. So one of it is staking. So normally I don't really need to see all this anymore because I really, not say I don't really care, but yeah, this collection stuff. Okay, before we do anything, we want to make sure we want to establish a few things. For example, collection, normal, rewards by staking. That is the most common thing for this type of game. So I don't need to talk about this. It's like kind of built in general. But what we want to know is we want to see the gameplay. Gameplay is important. I'm gonna mute for now because I just want to see if they showed anything about gameplay. Because for me, showing the gameplay is very, very important these days. If you show me stuff like this, it's yeah, a little bit. So, so we shall. No gameplay. Come on, give me gameplay. Give me some gameplay, please. First. Yeah, we are reaching 30 seconds and no gameplay. That is still in development. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, it's tough though. It's tough. It's tough. Because one thing I task myself lately is I will only judge the game or a project if they have a game. Because if you say games in development, it's a little bit tough for me to judge these days, especially this year, because I did put a lot of requirement. I need to see a gameplay before I can even like dip my toes if I want to. Anything that is in development, yeah, I will just let it be. Because that is the biggest, one of the biggest problem I would say with Web3 projects is half of them is just no execution. Yeah, it's all it's like this type of stuff. Not to say it's easy to do, but it is. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, I would say. Okay, so I want to know how they want to play. Because if you're talking about the trade, you just trading and whatnot, right? Okay, so let's look at this on one end. Collect and trade. Okay, so this basic. This is what I want to do with my digital collection. If I want to as well, you collect and trade. Earn while playing. So how do you play? You stake, and then crafting materials, passive income, mixed active gameplay. All right, so we need more than just these words for now. Strategic battles, balance your decks with attacker. Okay, cool. So this feels like no catch. Oh, no demo for me. No demo. Come on. Another thing is a lot of projects these days really needs a demo. You need a basic demo for people to play minimum. Yeah, there's no way. I can't. You know what? It is one small little criteria for me. I really need to see this in action. Yeah. So okay, nothing much over here. If let's say if we are using this as a, I'm gonna just not say theory craft, but just to see how they're gonna play. So we have this is a very typical trading what do you call this? A typical setup for a trading card game. Hey there, Victor, welcome to the stream. You got your creature, whatever. You got your cost. So I'm gonna assume this is a cost. Your attack, your health, your defense. So looking at this, it is very similar to Hearthstone. This is very similar to Hearthstone. You got your cost, your attack, your defense, and your HP. So there we go. And if this plays exactly like what I think it could be played, then you know it's great when I can play. I do hope I can play it online though. That's that for now. Yeah, and other than that, I don't really have anything else. Like staking is just normal. By now, staking is it's so staking is actually another slippery slope if done wrongly. Stacking rate. Okay, so nothing here yet. Let's see. Burn raffle. Hmm. I see what I like and I see what I don't like at the same time. Okay, okay. I think let me gather my thought just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So staking. Let's start with staking. Because people would just okay, let's go with the most general point where people just stake and then uh give away rocks, right? Discovery bot, big pools, stream. Okay, cool. No, I mean it's good. There are some small little things that the developer can do that do engagement. So, you know what? If you say giving away by giving away rocks or NFTs by having a dig pool, then that's good. The question is, what's the purpose of staking? That's the first question. Not to say I'm asking the developer, but that's I would ask myself as well. What would be the first? Yeah, no, it's okay. No, no need. There's nothing to derail, to be honest, Lou, because I'm gonna dig up some other failed Web3 projects, and I'm gonna talk about why certain things it's. I think I like it, and I think I should developers should capitalize a little bit more on that, and some of them are just straight up tough. Yeah, so don't worry that. No worries, Lou. Because at the end of the day, the primary, I would say, the most important thing is if you enjoy the game, if you enjoy playing the game, if you enjoy collecting, because all Web3 games, I'm gonna say straight up, okay, all Web3 games needs to have the collectability. I won't say feature, but it needs the collectability. How do I put it this way? Mm, how do I word this? It needs to be collectible. Like how do I so it you need a purpose to collect a set or those items, right? Not just commons, uncommon, rare, and epic. Okay. No. Yeah, Twitchy type remains popular. I have to agree to Twitchy type still remains I won't say supreme, but it is top of the list because of how simple the game is. People are still playing, and more importantly is this is that it is I won't say Twitch friendly, but it is Twitch friendly. I'll put it there. I'll put it there. Twitch friendly. Yeah, because Twitchy Tides operates on the same formula as Marble Run. The only difference is it's on Twitch. And number two is it allows people to play on stream, right? You get to set up on stream. People who view it gets to play, and it's perfect. It's like one of those things that I want to emulate for my game. Of course, my game is that depends on the reception, right? So I have to admit my game reception is like eh. Um, so there we go. And then yeah. So that's number one. Number two, even video without wax wallet can play Twitch type. That's actually very very good because you need games needs to be accessible, like easy access. Easy access. Without that easy access, it's gonna be a little bit rough. Ah, yeah, it needs to be easy access. And then the next question is because not everyone. mm, because the next question is what makes people play Web3 games, right? I think I already had this talk, but I'm just going to just do a quick little recap. Most people play Web3 games is only for profit, unfortunately. Unfortunately. There's no two ways to go about. So the only way to make things fun for people who don't, not say don't, but not into the crypto space per se, uh, it has just to be accessible and basic, yeah, basically fun to begin with. If not, you can't run around. So at the end of the day, you still need the game to be accessible. Yup. Oh, what am I doing? Go for it. Punching because I have nothing. So yeah. So yeah. Yep. So one of the biggest thing that if I were to make a collection, one of the feature that I would not include is actually staking. Because staking it's if done well, great. If not, then it's a little bit rough. We've seen staking, how bad staking can become, and that's the problem. So the only way to okay, so the only can I say the only way? Hmm. Okay, no. Before we do anything, before we go deeper into the rabbit hole, first thing first, if it's a Web3 project, number one, it has to be accessible by people without collection at all, without wallet, without collection. That is a must-have already. It is a must-have feature. That there is no way I can justify like, oh, you know what, get yourself a Wax wallet and then buy yourself a pack or two. It's like no. All Web3 projects this day must it has to be it really has to be free to play. It has not if it's not free to play, it has to have a demo version. Yeah, I would say if there's no free to play, demo version. Because people need to know how the game is played before they put in their money if they want to. Yeah, gone from the days where people will just have to, you know what, trust me, bro, type of what proposal. Like for example, you know, have a roadmap, have an early mint drop, yada yada yada. Yeah, no. The only you still can do it. I would still say you still can do it, but it's mainly for people who wants to support the project. Web3 games can exactly no. You're right, Lou. You're totally right because Web3 games has terrible instructions to play the game. So the best way to do so, if they want to be well, if they really want to be lazy, at least give me a demo, right? Show me how the game is played, and I'll be good, right? And I'll give you at least some brownie points. Like, hey, you know what? Here is how you play the game. You need this, you need that. Showing pictures is not good enough. I've reached to a point that I can safely say showing pictures is not good enough. Words are the worst. I have to make a stand, especially on 2025, right? Words are just no way, no way. Pictures still, I can still let it slide a little bit, but you need a demo. You really need a demo. As simple as, like for example, brawlers, all you need to do is just show people how to play via a bot mode or a tutorial mode. Heck, I think brawlers can easily make a tutorial mode straight up how to play the game. Because this is kind of a turn-based game, right? You have timer and whatnot, so I think it's easy for them to make a simple tutorial. Like you just click that, how to play, and then people understand, oh, this is how you play. I know Mike likes the part where people explore and figure out how to play the game, but That's not how it's gonna work. You don't need to teach everything, just need to teach the basics. That is important. That is important. So at the end of the day, all Web3 games needs a demo mode. If it's not demo mode, a free to play mode. Either, yeah, they have to choose one. So unless no, there is no unless. You really need to have a demo mode. You really need a demo mode. Yeah, or at least a tutorial, a short tutorial mode. Because that would show me, right? One of the key things why I think I need to put this as a requirement is that this would show me the developers are much more serious to develop a game alongside with their digital collection rather than just outright, okay, here you go, buy my packs, get my digital collection, and then follow the roadmap, read the roadmap. It's like, no, I don't want to read the roadmap anymore. Because I have been burned by roadmaps by yeah, way too many times. Way too many times. So I'm a little bit upset on that. One of the games that made me very upset with their roadmap is I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Taco Racers. Taco Racers could have been a good game, or at least a decent game, but when they first launched it, I'm like, what? That's it? That's the game? It's not even a game, it's basically a guessing game of what stats to put on your racer, and that's horrible. Doesn't feel like a game, it feels like just guessing a game. Guess a number between 1 and 7. The one closest to the number wins. Yeah, it's horrible. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. Taco Racer, Sammy Racer, all the racer is on the Web3 platform. It's horrible. Horrible. Yeah, got me very upset. Because, yeah, no, because my expectation it was higher. Like, because at the same time, they kind of put on their roadmaps like, hey, you know what, 3D, although the 3D is on one end, I'm gonna cut a lot of people's slack when it comes to Web3 games. I am not looking for visually pleasing games. I just want a simple and fun game. And so happened, one of those games is Realms. Realms I actually kind of enjoy. Yeah. Although it's, I don't know, it is very simple. It is super simple. Alien World, so Alien Worlds on Alien Worlds at towards the end was slightly okay-ish. The beginning was clicker based, so I at first I thought I could do it, but no, I could not. I could not do clicker based games anymore. It's just so that's, yeah, so that's that. Poof. Anyway, I got stumped. That's probably a 7-8. 7-7. I'll be, it's like, okay, 7-7. Yeah, 7. GG. I got nothing to defeat that hand. GG. So what else? What else can I talk? Steak. Okay. No, you know what? I'm gonna use Music Mogul. Music Mogul is actually a disappointment. I will admit. It's a disappointment on my list. I thought they're gonna have a little bit more fun gameplay. Ended up it's halftime Richter. I'm sorry. I need to do this second half. Yeah, I need to do this second half. It's because I don't really have enough time to do my game dev as well. So, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna end the halftime show with Music Mogul. So Music Mogul, actually, in fact, I can show. Yeah, that's the fun bit. I can show and tell. Music Mogul. Where are you, Wax? Yeah. There we go. Okay, play now. All right, it's been a while I've seen this guy. So on one end, sure, nice, we can play online-ish. Oh, you know what? Let me change the layout. Okay, I don't want to log in. Ah, I don't feel like logging in. Okay, let's see, because it keeps asking me to log in. You know what? For the sake of talking, yes, I will log in. Give me a sec. No, no. Oh, come on. Butterfingers. I don't like logging in when I'm streaming, right? I really don't like. It really, really messes me up. And that's one of the things why I think brawlers, when they add the login system, when they change the login system, I'm like, ah, uh, I wish they have it a little bit. You know what? Not gonna complain. At least they did something. But still, is it worth the question? The next question is it worth it, right? But I don't have an answer for that for now. So as long as so they did what I can, what I think they could do, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so Music Mogul has a few I won't say critical issue. They have a few issues. Um, one of the biggest issue is here. These two things. It doesn't really yeah, unfortunately doesn't feel like a game. It feels more of a clicker, and at least this is a bit more advanced clicker, I would say. Other than that, it's just the game. The game itself, is this really a game? That's the next question, because the whole entire gameplay is, all right, get your collection and then go here, and then what can you do next? Okay, pick a, let's say pick, okay, I'm gonna pick this one. All right, and then put whatever characters you want. Okay, next up, problem is I don't want it to be burned, so why? Next thing, you know what? Since it's not burning, I'm not bothered. Click this, click this. Not enough currency to start performance. There we go. We already have the first roadblock. Like, how can I get currency? And you expect me to burn digital collections? So it becomes this two main problem I have with the game. And that's it. That whole entire thing spoils the whole game. Like there's no reason for me to play anymore, and there is no reason for anyone to play, because now I have to buy something in order to play. No, no more. In the early days, I was trying to learn a little bit, like, okay, cool, let's see what we can do about it. Okay, it's like, oh, all right. Because if you want to play trade, because I used to use this analogy, and it kind of works, but it will not work when it comes to the digital side, right? So I was thinking that, okay, you know what, fair enough, right? You buy a starter pack of whatever you need to buy, and then you go play. And then the problem is, some of the most of the Web3 starter pack, error code, you don't burn your cards, right? You just need to have it. Whereas Music Mogul now, you require me to burn, and then it's like, yeah. So any Web3 games that says you need to burn your digital items, straight up, I'm not bothered. I could not be bothered anymore, because that really sets up a bad gameplay. And that's the first thing, right? If you buy digital assets and you are forced to burn to play the game, There's a difference between you can choose to burn to enhance your gameplay versus I need to burn in order to play. Okay, the former works, right? I burn to enhance the gameplay, sure. But of course, the value, okay, so when I say value, it's not about monetary value. When I say value, it's about the entertainment value. Do I really get more value playing the game by burning certain assets? If the answer is no, yeah, that whole gameplay it's useless. So the early days of brawlers, it was trying to create scarcity and whatnot. Okay, initially I would say maybe there's a point, but it actually became stale halfway. Like once we reach halfway, it's like nobody wants to burn their assets because not because they don't want to burn, because there's no value in it. Unfortunately, we reached that part, which I don't like. Has iOS mobile game bought any new brawlers player? Good question, Lou. I don't know because, as you can see, nobody plays when I'm streaming. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't say the. That's also another thing, right? That's actually the question, Lou. You asking the correct question. Did any new player came in with the iOS and Android launch? But I'm gonna say it straight. All right. Because there's no single air quote single player game for brawlers, there's really nothing much for brawlers to begin with when it comes to pure game. That's the problem. That's one thing I've been fighting a little bit. When it comes to a PvP game, like pure PvP game, yeah, it's a rough game. It's gonna be rough. You need at least PvPV AI or CPU. I don't know how to explain this, but you kind of that part is a little bit tricky to explain. I will have to admit. I really will admit, because one of the key things for player versus player game. Okay, before we go to that part, the first question before we can ask anything about it is, has any other PvP, pure PvP game out there that is not Web3 that still survive only on PvP, literal player versus player? There is no player versus AI and whatnot. If the answer is yes, then we should look at those type of games and what they done correct. Because in my mind, I don't remember there's any pure PvP games that still survive unless it's super popular. Even if it's super popular, most of them will go through the phase of adding at least a little bit more sophisticated AI. At least a little bit, right? So for example, Fortnite, I can easily say they have AI or at least AI control characters, PUBG. What else? The good question is there any live player versus player game? Because Clash Royale maybe. No, I don't think so. I think Clash Royale also has PC, it's PC AI. Same goes with Marvel Snap, but again, those two are huge IPs, so they don't really need to rely too much on that part, but they still need to. But yeah, no, good question, dude. Good question. Has the iOS mobile brought any new brawler players? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, cool. Everything's working. All right. So that's my whining stories for the day. So with that being said, so at least so one big things I would not say they still need to market it. Yeah, no, everything needs a market, but question is how, right? The how part I don't know. If I know, yeah, that's I'll be making money. Yeah, no, I don't know. So sadly, because if yes, I will apply to my game as well. Okay, quick little recap. So my game is now feature complete, which means we have everything I need for the game, for the first iteration of the game. The next part is we need to do, or I need to do, a visual improvement. So one of the key visual improvement. Okay, so first let's start off with combat. So combat, we have enemy HP, player HP. This is good. We have attack bar, which will go up, which is great. And then as you press attack, all right, so we get attack and then whatnot. So the thing left with this I need to put is, yeah, so we need to clean up this part, but the only thing left for those in visual, I need to put attack floating damage numbers, which means if I hit, they will say how many damage. So that's one thing I need to do. This part I need to do is buff. So we have buffs and whatnot. So I need to put at least a icon over here, at least two of them. So we have permanent buff and temporary buff. So let's do it here. The next part is, what do I need to model? I need to model a jungle gym, 2 jungle gyms. Okay, so what type of gym equipment do I want to do? Do I want to do a, one of them has to be a bench press. Or one of them has to be a bench press. No. Bench press. Yeah, one of them has to be a bench press, right? Or a boxing, yeah, a boxing sack. Boxing would be a little bit easier on the animation side, but bench press is cool as well. Actually, because bench press and boxing is the 2 most common. Oh, yeah, actually, I can do 1 boxing, 1 bench press. Done. All right, so those are the 2 assets that I will do. I will write it down. The next question is this part. All right, so if I were to go to the combat section or the adventure section, I need to put an I will attempt. Okay, I will attempt a floating airship. Yep. All right, so this part, okay, so I need to change this a little bit. So I'm gonna change this to, if I go to adventure, so floating island trees and a pseudo arena. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So that would be the modeling section. All right, so UI, I need floating numbers. Okay, I need to delete this guy. So we're gonna settle the buff first. Yep. So yeah. So I think that's it for tonight. I don't really have anything specific to say. So at the end of the day, we need quality gameplay at least. At least quality gameplay. And part of the quality gameplay is to have at least a single player mode, like pure single player mode that people can sort of play. Yeah, without that, it's going to be rough. And I just realized something. My HP is not getting filled up. Okay. Okay, we're gonna fix this. But first, let's get some buff. Gonna put this at the side. Right, so it looks like we have some little bit of live game dev, but this is more of a assets game dev. So I'm gonna just do a quick little placeholder. So we're gonna do image. So the image will be, oh, oopsie. Image will be up here. So we're gonna have 2 images. I'm gonna put at least a, yeah. So we're gonna put at least XP. There we go, in the middle. And then here we need to put at least, no, not XP. The next one we need to put attack. So it's just attack. Okay, for now I'm just gonna put attack. Buff. xp buff. All right, sweet. Save this. Okay, now we need to do is single player. Okay, I need to create something. We're gonna call this buffs. All right, I'm gonna grab one, put you here. Oh, no, I was. All right, so yes, go inside here, change the name. No, no need to change the name. Image buff. Come on, I need to go coding. All right, coding mode. Coding mode. Nope, wrong one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Is it the correct? Okay, yes. Okay, live game manager. Yes, game manager's up here. So what we need to do is UI sliders. We need a buff. So buff would be under happiness, health, UI slider. UI buff. And then we need to have another thing called a script called buff, because that's what we want to do it, because we're going to put all our stuff that is here. Okay, and then set up. Okay, string get text. All right, and then oh no. Yes. Okay. Okay, done. Done. Okay, this is good. Right. Yep. All right, and all right, sweet. So when we start, okay, first thing first, when we start, we need to show if new game else. Okay. First thing we need to fix is this, and I think we need to fix this. Okay. There we go. Yep, got it. So buff is over here. We're going to delete these two images. because we're using a different way to do it. We're gonna add grid. Ooh. Ooh. Fixed row count, 5. Upper left, yes, upper left. Okay, this is what I want to see. Fixed row count, fixed column, yeah. Spacing 25, 25. Okay, if I delete, yes. Yes, perfect. This is just currently tentatively I'm gonna put there because we need to have a few things. Okay, now we can go back here. All right, so when we start, we need to make sure we have everything. So if it's not new game, this is what we're gonna do. Happiness, health, load buff. So if single player XP buff, we do something. If next is bonus, no, avatar buff, we do something, and that something is here. So and then we're gonna spawn in here, so boop, yeah, done. Okay, same goes with this, no need difference. Setup, this is XP. And this would be damage. Okay. Next is once we click on this, will it report to? Yes, it does report to game manager. Where is the next part? Tem, oh, there we go. Tem UI buff. It's over here. BUTT. Buff status. Items. Okay, this item selected. I don't want item selected. Okay, this is for house. Yeah, there we go. This too. Show you UI. So we go back to here. Game reset, update UI, tick, HP recover. Okay. Void update UI, void. Yeah, there we go. And then we need. Oh, we don't need anything. We just need this whole thing. Put it here. Copy this. Put it here. And we need to make this a public. So after end of any click, close you, close you. Copy this and put it here. Ta-da! Okay, sweet. Sweet. So that's that. Oh, I just realized something. I realized something. Hold on a sec. I need to check this. I realized that my multi-stream is not getting another chat somewhere. So I need to figure out what's happening. Come on. Load. Oh no, my stream is working. Let me press something over here. Nope. Nope. Okay, I need to fix this a bit. So hold on a sec. Let me load my chat. Oh no, it did. It did. Okay, cool. Still, it still work. All right. All right. Yeah, it still work. All right, cool. So nobody's chatting over that side. Okay. Yeah. So I've been trying to do multi-stream for those if you're unaware. Right, I've been testing out multi-stream early this month. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. So now let's check back a few things. Let's make sure the UI work. If the UI works, yeah, okay, come. Yes, I do, Lou. Yes, I do. Although nobody watches on Kick though, I just started. It's like, oh, yeah, I just started like, yeah, about a month ago. Oh wait, before we do anything, I just realized something. Spawn location. Oh, put you here, put you here. There we go. What's the link? All right, hold on a sec. I will get the link. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I definitely need to. I was just testing out. I wasn't really being, I won't say super serious, but I I would need to actually overhaul a lot of things. Yeah. Okay, so link is sent. I definitely need to clean up my Twitch about section. Yeah, if not, things will not work. I've not been cleaning up. You know what? Let's keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna find one day and clean up everything. Just keep it as simple as it is. Yes, XP buff. Boop. Oh no. Okay. We don't want to do double buff. So what we need to do is we need to delete. Okay, so we need to delete slash delete and delete or clear. Okay, yeah, I think we can do this. All right, so what we do is public list buffs. Okay. buffs add, and I'm gonna put 2 and 2. And then we're gonna clear the list. So for each, no, do I have any for I? Oh, it's not here. It's not here. Oh wow, I don't really use that. Come on, let me copy that because I really forgot the code. One thing about me coding is I really forgot a lot of stuff that I usually write. But then again, those are things I usually write. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not here? Where are you? Player avatar manager. Hopefully player avatar manager has it. Oh wow, it's not here. So it looks like only the red has it. Okay, let me load. Saucy. Alright, see ya, Daily Buddha. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. I know here I should have it. Ah, there we go. Saw it. Ta-da! I need this. Yeah, I can never remember this section. That's the problem. That's the problem. I could never remember that. Game object. Ref equals boss I game object. There we go. And then destroy object. Oh no. No, no, no. Destroy object, yes. And then after that everything is done, we're gonna do a final clear. Clear and done. All right, for the test. Okay, everything is here. Click, click. All right, sweet. And if I go here, it should appear as well, at least somewhere. But I want to check the HP. Once the HP is done, we are good. Let hit a little bit, hit a little bit, hit a little bit. Boop. Done. And it's done. We don't have the HP. We can just click buffs. And then if we do a reload, we should not see the buff because buff is temporary. And with that, that's all I have for you for today. So I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place. However, next Tuesday, or rather next whole month, it's going to be a little bit hard for me to stream on a Tuesday because I have something scheduled. I have something that unfortunately I have to schedule on a Tuesday, so it's gonna be a rough month for me for next month. So yeah. Either way, Thursday will still continue as usual. So I'll meet you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time on Thursday. And if I do stream on Tuesday, I hope I can stream some of them on Tuesday. So that's that. And for those who are watching on YouTube, that's right. I am putting all my episodes on YouTube because Twitch, again, right? They have been doing crazy stuff, and not say I don't like it, but it's gonna be hard to do many things. So with that, that's all. Yeah, that's all, and see ya. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for those who are watching on YouTube. Forgotten about that. Okay, see ya, my friends. Okay, what am I missing? No, everything is good.